Hey everybody, Rich here at Flipping for a Living. Thanks for coming to the channel. I am on the road right now with my wife. It is Canada's 150th birthday today. Happy birthday to all fellow Canadians. And there really wasn't anything for garage sales this weekend because it was Canada Day. It's a long weekend, last day of school. First home game of the Saskatchewan Roughriders in their new stadium is also today, which is distracting a lot of people. The Roughriders are like the Green Bay Packers of the US. Everybody in Canada loves the Riders, unless you're Winnipeg, who we're playing tonight. Anyways, I ramble. Nothing to go to for yard sales, so we decided to go to the lake instead. But on the way, I thought I would like to give you guys some content, and I'm going to share with you 5 tips in no particular order that I think will help you be very successful at yard selling if you're new to this. So I do have Leslie with me. We do have a prenuptial agreement that forbids her ever being caught on camera without expressed written consent and a very hefty fee to be paid to her. And I'm not able to afford that fee yet. So she will allow me to use her voice on camera, but no pictures. No pictures. Maybe tonight though. Okay. So give me one of my tips to success.
Stay current.
Stay current. Excellent tip, Leslie. If you're new to reselling, you haven't done it for a long time, I suggest that you stay current with the stuff that you're buying. And what I mean by that is, it's my theory, only 1 out of 100 people really cares that much about buying antiques and collectibles, but 99 out of 100 people that go on Craigslist or Facebook buy and sell or eBay, they're looking for something that they're actually going to use. So buy things that are current, that people are going to use on a daily basis. Your friends, your family, your kids. You know what this stuff is because you use it. You see it every day when you go to Walmart or Target or Costco. You see what this stuff is worth, so it gives you a great idea of what to buy it for. And with that said, my tip is always try and buy things in like the 5, 10, 15, maybe 20% of what its original retail value was. And then if you can flip it for 50 or 60%, sometimes a little bit higher of its original value, that's where the money is. So every $20 you're putting out, you're basically getting 60 back. So for sure, doubling, tripling your money. I like to say 5 times your money. So tip number 1, stay current, stay with what you know. When you get more seasoned, then buy those collectibles and buy that antique fork from 1842 that has so much value. What else you got?
Be prepared and efficient. Do your research.
Yes, be prepared and efficient. So what I mean by that, when I'm going out to yard sales, I really like to prepare myself. I want to make sure I have a full tank of gas, a full pocket of money, and that I've looked at where I want to go yard sailing. Now, we don't have the yard sale treasure map in central Canada. It just, nobody uses that. So I have to write down my yard sales, and then I put them in order of where I want to go to them. I put the time they're on, and I basically map it out. I don't do it on a map, but I just number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, in the order that I want to go. So yeah, make sure that you're getting all those things in place so that you're not looking at maps or trying to figure out where you're going next when you're out picking. You don't want to miss that next great deal by 30 seconds because you were unsure what to do next with your day. What else?
Always ask for a deal.
Always ask for a deal. Yeah. Why are people having garage sales? Most people are having garage sales because they want to get rid of stuff, right? They're overstocked, their house is crammed, their garage is full. You do have some people that are having a yard sale because they're trying to pay their mortgage or they're late on their bills, so they're trying to get some money. I mean, that works in your favor too, but most people are trying to get rid of stuff, and they know that if you're having a yard sale, you got to give a discount. So always ask for a discount. I mean, the worst that could happen is somebody could say no, and you're never going to see that person again. So do you really care if they turn you down? So yeah, make sure you're always asking for a little bit of discount. Don't get too greedy. I personally can't do it myself. If something's $20, I can't offer somebody $5. But shoot for 10 and for sure $15. And a worst case scenario, if they won't give you a discount, what I suggest is try and do a little bundle. You're buying something for $10, just go take another look and find something for $1 or $2 that you can just get thrown in. Well, would you include this for $10? And 99 out of 100 times that I've done that, it has worked out in my favor. And as you all know, those $1 and $2 items, a lot of times they turn into $10, $20 or more if you're picking the right item. So always ask for a deal, and if you can't, get a freebie.
If you don't see it, ask.
So what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. Just popped into my head as we talked about that, Leslie and I. About a month ago, I was at a yard sale. I'm always looking for video games. I don't know who isn't looking for video games. And I went through this guy's garage. I actually bought a couple things off of him. And then as I was leaving, I was like, so you don't have any old Nintendo games or anything? And he said, well, I just have the Wii. And he literally points right in front of me at a box that was closed, but it was just a standard cardboard box that was closed, but it did have written on it, Wii, $20, fairly small. And that's something I'll talk about in another video, is marketing your yard sale. But yeah, it was right there in front of me. I walked right past it, and I almost missed out on it. And that was a good Wii, like $20. It was very complete. It had about a dozen games. I ended up getting for sure, I think, $100, and I still have a couple games that I can sell out of that. So yeah, if you don't see it, ask. No shame in asking.
There's always another deal.
And this is something I have to tell myself pretty much every weekend I go yard sailing, that there's always another deal. It hurts, it stings when you go to a yard sale and you just miss out on a fantastic deal. But you really got to think about the numbers, you guys. 7 billion people on this planet. I mean, we can stick to just North America and Canada if we want. Roughly 350 million people. And I'm sure each person has probably 500 to 1,000 things in their house that they don't need or would be willing to sell. So if you take that at the high number, I don't even know the math. 350 million? What does that turn into? 3.5 trillion, I think, items that are for sale today. So if you miss out on a deal, don't worry. You should do the math for me real quick before I finish the video. Yes, you have to. Do it like you got a calculator. I don't want to misinform everybody. 350 million people times 1,000 items. I think it's 3.5 trillion. Gotta make it fast. So it's a huge number. Oh, what? How come it won't give us that? I'm pretty sure it's 3.5 trillion items for sale, potentially today. So don't worry if you miss out on a deal. There will always be another deal out there. So you don't have to fret. You can easily fill a double car garage with stuff, because I do it every year at yard sales, with stuff that you can resell. There's no shortage of inventory. And with that said, was that my final point?
That is, but money in the bank was another thing.
Yeah, money in the bank. I'm gonna use that. That's my catchphrase. I'm gonna cliche. No, not cliche. Patent. No. What's the word I'm looking for? What is it? Honey, you're the smart one.
No, I don't
You're the smart one out of the two of us.
Yeah.
Catchphrase, whatever it is, you got to figure out what that word is now.
Yeah.
Honey, you're so smart. You're making the Brayshawn name not look too smart right now.
Oops.
Anyways, money in the bank. Trademark. Yes, we're gonna trademark money in the bank. And what I mean by that is, don't be afraid to sit on some stuff, you guys. Something that I love to do is I'll go out and I'll spend $50, $75, $150, $200, whatever, yard sailing. And usually within that, there'll be one or two things that I can flip almost instantly. I will do it locally. I will flip a couple things almost instantly and get all of my investment back. In a lot of cases more. like within 24 hours. And then everything else is literally money in the bank. Yeah, there's going to be time to take it and clean it and post it and ship it and sell it. But don't worry if you have stuff sit around if you've already got your investment back out of it, okay? Death piles, I don't believe they exist. I believe it's simply money in the bank if it's sitting there. I mean, it's in a death pile if it has no value, but we're not going to go out and buy things that have no value. We're buying things that have value, so it doesn't matter how long they sit if you get your money back right away. So yeah, money in the bank. One of my favorite things to do that with is like movies and video games where you get like a stack of 50 or 100 and you pay like $10 for all of them and you can sell one for $10 and you got 99 other DVD box sets. Doesn't matter when you sell them because it's all just money in the bank waiting for another day. So that's about it for today. If you guys have some of your own tips that you think are fantastic to help newbies get going at being resellers, please put them in the comments section below. If you have any questions or comments for me, I would love to hear them. And I appreciate you guys if you could hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it already. Thumbs up would be fantastic. And I hope you all have a great day and love what you do.